This morning, the family of a North Dakota farmer who is believed to be in prison in Ukraine is now asking the state's congressional delegation for help securing his release. The sisters of 50-year-old Kurt Broshans of Ashley, North Dakota, tell Valley News Live that they fear for his safety. Christy and Kimberly Groshans believe their brother is being falsely accused of trying to assassinate a Ukrainian agriculture official. The office of U.S. Senator John Hoeven has now said they've contacted the U.S. State Department. Also new this morning, the Newtown, North Dakota school superintendent has been placed on leave after questions about her actions when a student reportedly brought a weapon to school. During a special board meeting yesterday, all members voted to place Beth Zietz on paid leave pending an investigation from an outside entity. An unsatisfactory superintendent evaluation was also stated as a potential reason for the investigation and the placement of leave. There will be a special meeting again tonight. Fargo police want your help finding this missing woman. Take a look at your screen right now. Her family says 20-year-old Fallon Moa hasn't been seen since last Wednesday. Call Fargo PD or your local law enforcement if you have any information about her. We are taking a live look this morning at Broadway Square in downtown Fargo, where later today, that Christmas tree will be lit to start the holiday season. The event starts at 5 this evening. They've also poured for the downtown skating rink. You see just the walls of it there at the bottom of your screen right now. However, we're expecting to get above freezing today. We know ice doesn't appreciate that very much. So for a check of what our current conditions are like and just how warm we're going to get today, we head over to Lisa Green. Good morning.
Good morning. We're looking at a very mild day. Bad ice-making weather, but great for anybody who wants to be outdoors and not have to wear all of the layers here. This morning's a little chilly still, though. This is in Grand Forks. You can see our flags moving in the background and the camera shaking just a little bit as we're seeing some winds pick up. We're at 26 degrees in Grand Forks with some partly cloudy skies. Wind is 17 miles per hour out of the south, the warming wind. But check out our feels like number. 13 is our wind chill. So you'll want to wear the layers here this morning. And similar situation across the valley in Fargo. We're looking at the Red River Bridge, looking nice and clear. Here to start off the day, 29 degrees, your current temperature. A south-southeasterly wind at 16 and another wind chill at 17 degrees. So bundle up. Moorhead at 30 degrees at the airport there. So a cool start to our day. We have some clouds making their way through, but we'll be basically seeing a mix of sun and clouds as the day goes along, of course, once the sun's up, and that will be the case all day long. So there are going to be some times where we get plenty of sun, and then other times where we're seeing some clouds that are going to be a little bit more on the gray side. Here in the valley, we'll also be dealing with the wind. It's coming in out of the south. Some of us at times will see gusts into the 20s to 30 miles per hour, and we've got a gust to 30 in Hallock. Over toward the west, Devil's Lake, a southwesterly wind at 15 miles per hour there. That's where temperatures are above freezing right now. And then over to the east, we're into the teens as well. And Bemidji and Wadena on the lower side for winds. So again, not everybody's seeing those strong gusts just yet. We've got a 15-mile-per-hour gust in Detroit Lakes right now, so not too strong at the moment. So if you're heading out to do some traveling for your Thanksgiving plans, well, today is looking pretty good for that again. We're going to see temperatures starting into the 20s here this morning, partly cloudy, more partly cloudy skies heading into the afternoon. Around 4 o'clock, Fargo will be into the 40s, but I do think we could hit that 50-degree mark somewhere in there this afternoon. And some conditions that won't be as breezy this afternoon as well. So looking pretty good. Here's your 7-day planner. Wednesday, I know it's a huge travel day, and it's going to be a little more troublesome. I'm not looking at a big storm system, but still some chances for some light snow. Best bet for that will be in northeastern North Dakota, and then beyond, outside of our viewing area, into the rest of the state. But we're looking at the combination of snow and wind bringing down your visibility from time to time, especially as we're working through the day and in the morning hours where the sun isn't up yet. So watch out for those gusty winds. Temperatures are actually probably going to drop through the day with that northerly wind. Thanksgiving, cold, a start temperature of 9, and then getting into the teens and 20s. Black Friday and into the weekend, we recover. We get back into the 30s. Not too chilly to be running from store to store on Friday.
Spend extra time in the kitchen on Thanksgiving. That'll warm you up for sure, too.
Nice and warm in the kitchen, not so nice in the out in the yard. We're looking at conditions that are going to be potentially below zero in some places to start the day up north.
Oh yeah, cool drive to Grandma's house.
Yeah.
All right, Lisa, thank you. It is now 6:55. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz is activating the National Guard to help in long-term care facilities as the state struggles through another COVID surge. 400 troops are training as nursing assistants to provide staffing at skilled nursing facilities for up to 3 weeks at a time. Minnesota's nursing facilities have received a variety of state and federal assistance related to the COVID pandemic, including $120 million in PPP loan forgiveness and $180 million in federal provider relief funds. And we'll learn more about the plan later today when Governor Tim Walz discusses the state's efforts to expand hospital capacity amid this surge. He's holding a news conference with State Health Commissioner Jan Malcolm and Minnesota National Guard Adjunct General Major Sean Mankey. Homeward Animal Shelter is desperate for adopters and fosters. Extreme overcrowding there has forced staff to stack crates throughout the entire building in an effort to get more pets inside. And they say the problem is only getting worse as the holidays approach, as people travel out of town. Normally at this time of the year they have about 120 animals, but they say now they're sitting at more than 170.
It's just unfortunate that we continue to take in the same number of animals, so we're not really making a whole lot of progress.
Adorable animals, they could be yours, and Homeward is urging you to sign up to be a foster family or donate to the care of the many animals that are in their care. You can find links to do so on the VNL News app. Just click on this story. In our consumer alert this morning, no more turkey trots to Target on Thanksgiving. The company is making permanent a shift to the unofficial start of the holiday season that's suspended during the pandemic. To limit crowds in stores, retailers last year were forced to turn what had become a weekend shopping blitz into an extended event, with big holiday discounts starting as early as October. Target is the first major retailer to make a move permanent. And during the pandemic, they made a decision, and now this one could push other retailers to follow in its path. Industry experts say that shops are looking at whether it's worth spending money on the labor and other costs to open on Thanksgiving when shoppers are turning more to online shopping and away from those physical stores. And the city of Fargo is preparing for its first ever official Small Business Saturday. The city is using a passport program to encourage people to get out and shop locally. More than 500 businesses are participating, or 50 businesses rather.
Daily interactions with people in our community are what make being a small business owner really worth it. Getting to know people, getting to be a part of their life, that's why we're doing this.
For a list of businesses participating in Small Business Saturday, head to valleynewslive.com and click on this story, or just shop at your favorite local business. The annual Fill the Dome campaign is off and running at the Fargo Dome, and while donating looks a little different this year, the need is greater than ever. You can donate items for the Great Plains Food Bank to area schools or virtually. Head to greatplainsfoodbank.org to make a donation. It's also the week that we have that annual reminder of Thanksgiving chefs. Now, do not put that frozen turkey in the deep fryer. That's because something pretty nasty can happen. The firefighters here will show us. This was a North Carolina demonstration. They say putting a frozen turkey in a deep fryer is a recipe for disaster, leading to boiling oil spilling out of that fryer, possibly causing an injury or even starting a fire. Firefighters say it's important to be cautious even when deep frying that turkey the proper way. Another common mistake that people make is to pour that grease down the sink. That could cause a sewer backup. The best way to get rid of excess grease is put it in the trash after it's cooled down. Golf legend Tiger Woods appears to be on the mend. He posted a short video of himself practicing and called it making progress. Take a look. There it is. This is the first time we have seen Woods since his terrible car crash in California last February that seriously injured his leg and foot. Let's get the answer now to that question of the morning on Facebook. Our question, according to a new survey, 52% of people say this is the worst part of the holiday season. The answer, wrapping those gifts. I believe there's services out there for that if you don't like it. The Today Show and CBS This Morning are just about to start, but we roll on the Fargo CW. Have a great Tuesday.